Making your own lightening body lotion is super easy, and if you watch this video to the end, you're definitely going to understand how to make your own lightening body lotion at home. So welcome back to the channel. My name is Goodness, and in this channel it's all about natural hair and natural beauty remedies like this one. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like this video, and let me know if you're going to be trying this in the comment section. And if this is your first time being here, you're most welcome. I hope you enjoyed these videos. Relax and let's make this. So we're making a brightening body lotion, and this lotion is so good. It feels amazing on the skin and is very effective. Right away, we're starting with our water phase, and I'm starting with my deionized water. Now all of the ingredients are going to be in the description box, so find them right in the description box. Next, I'm going in with my aloe vera gel. This is a humectant. You can use aloe vera hydrosol too, but I like to use this. It has more sleep. For me, it actually has more sleep than the hydrosol, so I like to use it. So now we have our water and our aloe vera combined. In here, I'm going in with cationic guar gum. I hope I got it right. Cationic guar gum. Yeah. And then I'm going in with my vegetable glycerin. Now, guar gum needs a solvent to dissolve it, and this vegetable glycerin is going to dissolve it, and also it is a humectant, so it's going to help this lotion to work perfectly on the skin, draw more moisture, so your skin is not going to be dry after using this lotion, right? So I have dissolved it, and right into the water phase I am adding it. So in this jar there is deionized water, aloe vera gel, and then the mixture of cationic guar gum and vegetable glycerin. So here is our water phase. Now you want to turn it till it starts it looks like this. It's going to be a little slippery or gummy. Okay, next we have our oil phase. Starting with shea butter. This is optional. You can use any butter of your choice. I love to work with shea butter. I use it both in my hair and skin recipes almost all the time, but you can use any other butter. And in here I'm going in with BTMS 50 as my emulsifier. You can also choose any other one, but the beautiful thing about this BTMS 50 is that it has a nice sleep, so it helps in smoothing the skin. That's one of the reasons I love to use it. And then I'm also going with my co-emulsifier, which is cetyl alcohol. All right, I like to put this. Actually these two are not optional. You need both of them. And in here I'm going in with stearic acid. Stearic acid is optional, but I like to, it adds body to the lotion. It's going to make it thick. All right, it's going to make it thick. If you want the lotion to be highly fluffy, by all means leave stearic acid. Then I'm going in with oil. Here I'm using Veet Gold body oil. I think this is their papaya formulas, but you can choose any oil of your choice. And then I'm going in with azone oil. This is optional, but one of the reasons I'm using it is because it helps the lotion to glide easily into the skin. So you can use it or any other oil of your choice too. So right here I have my oil phase and then my water phase. Now I'm going to melt both of them in a double boiling method. Okay, you want to put two of them on fire, not directly on heat. You need to pour water into the pot and then place both of them inside the pot together and allow the oil phase to melt completely. Once melted, pour the water phase right into the oil. Don't pour the oil into the water phase, never. Pour the water phase into the oil and then combine very well. So you can, what I'm doing right here, you can absolutely do it on fire, or you can bring it and start mixing it before it cools down. Once it cools down, it's going to separate and you have to put it back in the double boiling method to get it back on track. All right, so now it is mixing time. So you want to mix until it begins to come together, it begins to thicken, and that's when, okay, right here it is. So this is going to take a couple of minutes to be able to see this. You need to be patient here and keep stirring, and also use your spatula in between. When you turn, you combine, or you also use the spatula to make sure everything is not splashing, and then keep mixing till you get this texture. So once you have this, by this time the temperature have dropped, it's not that hot, it will be a bit warm by now, and then we can start adding other ingredients. All right, so let's start adding other active ingredients, or our main active ingredients rather. So I'm going in with my this is kojic dipalmitate powder. This is a lightening powder. Now if you don't want this lotion to be a lightening lotion, leave out this and put maybe mulberry powder, which is just which naturally smoothens the skin. All right, I'm also going in with my deoxyarbutin. Deoxyarbutin is also a skin brightening active, and here I have licorice powder. These three are all brightening actives. So if you don't want this lotion to be a brightening lotion, skip this and replace with, you can replace with mulberry powder, you can replace with which other one, sandalwood, or there's so many active powders out there. Okay, so just speak with your suppliers, they are going to help you with good options. Now I like to go in with my spatula because just mixing it with the blender can just make it splash all over the place. So I like to combine with the spatula before going ahead with the blender. Now these actives, these three actives is what actually makes this lotion a brightening lotion. You can automatically do without it and the lotion will still be fine, but it's going to be more moisturizing, it's not going to be brightening at all. And here I'm going in with my green tea extract. Now this is optional, this is an anti-aging active. Not just anti-aging, it helps to nourish the skin, it helps to smoothen out the skin, and I like to add it, you can also add it in your water phase, but I like to add it in my cool down phase. Okay, it's very good, tightens the skin, nourishes the skin. All right, here I am going in with my panthnol. This is a humectant, very good, it makes the skin supple, smooth, and soft. Right, I'm also going in with my tocopherol, that's vitamin E. This is an antioxidant that your skin needs. Okay, this will also help to preserve the shelf life of the butter and oils added into this formulation, and it also helps to condition and nourish the skin. Vitamin E is absolutely great for the skin. So everything I'm adding here is well measured, well calculated. I'm going to put it in a in percentage form so that you can actually make it in any quantity that you want. All right, if you don't know much about how to calculate percentage, I'm sorry, but indicate in the comment section and maybe you can see that, and I will explain it better in another video. Okay, so in here I'm combining the panthnol and the vitamin E that I measured earlier, and then I go ahead to mix. You can see that our lotion is coming together. This camera is not that bright, but the texture is so nice, like it was so nice. All right, so in here I'm going in this stage is optional. If you have sensitive skin, you can use any you can skip essential oil and fragrance oil. All right, here I'm going in with my lavender essential oil. I'm going in with a fragrance. I think this is apple. Yes, this is apple cinnamon fragrance. This is apple cinnamon fragrance. So I first went in with lavender and went in with this fragrance. The smell was cool, or the the scent was cool, and then I just remember that I had this extract. I think this is ginger extract, so I added it. It's anti-aging too, very good for reducing all of these wrinkles and all of that. So I like to add it right now, and then we're almost done. So you want to combine, make sure everything is fully combined. If you decide to use fragrance or fragrance oil, please make sure that it is oil based. Okay, your fragrance here should be oil based, not water based. Okay, if you use water based fragrance, the lotion is going to separate. It might not separate immediately, but after a while you're going to notice that the lotion is going to separate. So when choosing your fragrance, make sure that it is oil based fragrance and not water based fragrance. Also, if you're using essential oils, there's a measurement. Don't overuse it, because essential oils are super potent, and you just have to follow the supplier's guide. All right, so now we've added all the actives, everything we need, and we're going in to add the last ingredient, which is our broad spectrum preservative. And here I'm using Jamal Plus. So you need to use a broad spectrum preservative to make sure that this doesn't grow mold in a short while. This lotion right here needs to be preserved. So if you don't want to use preservative, it means you need to put it in the refrigerator. Every time you want to use it, you bring it out, use, then return to the refrigerator. That way it can last a month or maybe more without growing mold. But if you want this to stay at least 8 months to 12 months without any form of mold, then you want to make sure that you add your broad spectrum preservative. There are a good number of them. I choose Jamal Plus. It's very effective, but there are a good number of them out there too. And make sure that your broad spectrum preservative is actually for lotions. All right, now it is time to package. You want to make sure that whatever you're going to put, your packaging material is clean at least a night or a day before or earlier. Clean it, wash it, sanitize it, and make sure it is dry. Make sure there's no moisture in there before adding your lotion, so that your lotion can last. And boom, we've succeeded in making a luxurious velvety skin brightening lotion. This right here glides easily into the skin, like it penetrates faster, very smooth. The texture is amazing. It has this silky smooth feel on the skin, and it doesn't cause heat. Like, it's not the type after applying it to your skin you start feeling maybe you start feeling hot or sweat, or you start sweating. No, this was so nice. It doesn't make you sweat. It doesn't leave your skin feeling dry for a very long time. Almost all day your skin is going to feel smooth, is going to feel well moisturized and well hydrated. I mean, we have nice humectants into the added into this lotion, so this is perfect. All right, so I hope you're able to make this at home, and let me know in the comment section if you're going to be trying this. If you have not subscribed, go ahead, hit the subscribe button and like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.